Hi everyone, Lisa Clickinger here with Women's Motorcycle Tours, and I'm delighted to be speaking with Lisa Malachowsky from the Women's Coalition of Motorcyclists. Lisa, tell me, you're doing some great stuff. Tell me what y'all are doing.
Well, the Women's Coalition of Motorcyclists is an advocacy organization, a nonprofit organization that's trying to improve the landscape of motorcycling for women who ride. And we do that in a number of ways. The thing that we're concentrating on right now is a data collection project. And the data collection project is being done via surveys. So a group of us, some really I consider them high-powered women, have been spending a significant amount of time over the last year plus devising 4 surveys regarding various aspects of motorcycling. And those aspects are training, motorcycle design, safety gear, and your relationship with your dealership. And we finally finished all 4 of them, and they are out there now for people to take them and provide us their input. And I'm here today to promote the ask to get more women to take the surveys.
Cool. So what's the intention? What are you going to do with the information once you bring it all together?
Yeah, that's actually the most important question. So once we get this data and we feel that we've got a representative sampling of women across North America, and I'll just put the caveat out there, we'll accept input from people around the world, but we really want to focus on North America because that's the market that we feel we can provide the best feedback for. Once we've got this data and analyzed it and come up with some conclusions, we're going to share this with really anyone that wants it. And like I said, we're a nonprofit. We're not beholden to any particular manufacturer. We're not biased by any particular manufacturer. So we're doing this in a way to really promote how to improve things for women in motorcycling. So long story short, we may be doing presentations. We may be doing more speaking engagements. We're going to provide this data to anybody in the industry who wants it and who's interested in improving things for women who ride. Because as we all know, I'm sure Lisa knows this, and most people who follow the motorcycle industry know this, the only growing demographic in motorcycling right now is women. And women riders are important because women pull the purse strings of most families, and women control how money gets spent across the board. So if you entice women to be involved in the sport and promote them being passionate riders, they're going to spend a lot of money and they're going to want to buy products that work for them.
And so your surveys are going to help inform manufacturers and training organizations and the like.
Yes. So like, for example, in the training survey, we asked a question about, do you really care to have women only classes, or is mixed gender okay in a class? And the interesting conclusion that we're seeing is across the age groups, the higher age groups really want more female only opportunities, but the lower age groups don't. And that's something that was really surprising to us.
Yeah.
You know, so we're looking for insights like that can help influence, you know, how businesses cater to women and, you know, make things more accessible for women. So that's just one example. And the training survey's been out there the longest. So we have the most survey takers already in the bag, so to speak, and in our database. So we feel confident making some conclusions about the training survey, but we really need more input on the other surveys. And for example, we really need more women to tell us more about what they like and don't like about things with motorcycle safety gear, because everybody complains that there isn't the right amount of safety gear or the right color or the right features or the right, you know, availability in dealerships. But we'd really like to have the hard data that shows that, so we can present it to the dealer dealer representative organizations and say, here, if you did this, you'd sell more. It's a win-win situation. So we're looking for that kind of feedback from these surveys, and we're really hopeful that this will be useful information across the board.
And is there a closing date for the surveys?
Not right now. We are going to close the training survey. I've got it up on the website right now that says will be closed for input soon on the training survey, because we've had it out for over a year and we think it's getting stale. But the other 3 surveys have been out much less time. And we're looking for a lot more input, especially in some of the younger groups of women riders. So anything you can encourage and share these surveys with younger women who ride, so that we can hear what they want, would be helpful and would be appreciated.
Awesome. Well, so you heard her. Spread the word. Say what you want, because if you don't say what you want, you'll never get it.
And that's a good point, right? If without data and without real information, it's hard to draw market conclusions. And that's one of the things that we're trying to help the industry provide. So hopefully we'll be able to get that input within the next 3 to 6 months. And by the fall this year, we'll have the ability to either do presentations or white papers or talks about it. And we're really hopeful that this will make a difference.
I love the altruistic nature of the Women's Coalition of Motorcyclists. I also love the fact that you are an independent party, and we're really trying to get maximum input from the breadth of women riders, because we are so varied. And I think you're doing a great job. I'm going to put the link to the surveys, all 4 of them, below in the comments. And so please take the survey yourself and spread the love and support the Women's Coalition of Motorcyclists. Anything else, Lisa?
Well, we are, as I've been talking to Lisa about before we got on the air, we are shifting gears a little bit. We had been a membership organization, but we are shifting gears to become more of a pure advocacy organization. And at some point in the near future, we will be putting together a sponsorship and donor program. So watch this space. If anybody wants to know more about it, they're more than welcome to email the chair. And that email is chair, CHAIR, at wcm2020.org.
Okay, great. I'll put that below in the notes as well. Thank you so much for sharing what you're doing. And as you know, I've been a long time fan, and now we need to get our sister riders who are younger than both of us to fill out the survey and give us your honest feedback, because together we have a very powerful voice, but nobody's bringing us together. So
that's key. That's key.
Yeah.
Speaking of coming together, one last thing about personal visits. I don't know if you're going to be going, Elisa, but I will be going to the Mid-Atlantic Women's Motorcycle Rally in June in York, Pennsylvania. So I'd be more than happy to talk to people about WCM there. I will probably also be going to Americade. And we are looking at having a presence at some of the international motorcycle shows with the IMS Outdoors this year. So that'll get announced as soon as we secure those venues, but for sure we will be at Mommer and Americade this year.
Fantastic. I look forward to seeing you there.
Great.
Okay, thanks very much, Lisa.
All right.
Ciao for now.
Ciao.